All right, here is the video review for a BotCon exclusive Archecore figure. They offered this at BotCon 2023 last year, and they still have some available this year. BotCon 2024 is taking place this coming week, Thursday, June 27th through June 30th at the Grand Wayne Center in Fort Wayne, Indiana. And this is one of the exclusives you can pick up there. This is not this year's exclusive. There is a VIP package exclusive, which we may have already done in another video. I'm not sure which order I'm going to put these up in. But yeah, so this is Wolf FREKI, Crystal Wolf FREKI, and Crystal Armor STURLA. STURLA is the guy in armor here. And while it does say Crystal Armor, he is not, he's painted to match some of the same highlight colors and plastic colors are here on him, but he does not have any of the really nice looking transparent blue plastic that FREKI itself has, which just looks stunning. It's a really nice repaint of this figure, and we'll talk about that here in a minute. But I like that they come with little kind of Viking Warhammer figures that are superposable here on, you've seen a lot of them. They got bendable knees, they got ankles, ball joint hips. Some of the armor is fighting me a little bit here, but you can see how the armor gets up out of the way, lets the arms move. They got elbows, they got wrist swivels, they got interchangeable hands. The cape is on a couple of ball joints back here, so you can spread it out and have it look more regal. You can also detach it from the backpack. There's a lot of connection points all over these figures. And for the smaller figures here, you get things like, here is a ammo belt or like a holster. It looks like you can plug in right here on his back. Yeah, there's kind of keyed plugs, so you can plug this on back here. Come on. It's just a matter of getting it lined up right. My fingers aren't working great today. But yeah, you can plug that in along the side. There's a post on the side? No. So plug that in, and there's a little pistol that can store back here in it. So he's got a little handgun. You can also hold them. The hands can hold the handgun if you would prefer. You got a lot of different armaments here with these guys. So you can go ahead and put the pistol in the hand. There's a, I think it's sticking to my arm. There's like a little grenade that can also be held. And then, like I said, ammo for the larger missile launcher that can come out. You can swap them out if you want to pose it as if the smaller person is reloading the missile launcher that attaches to the vehicle, which we'll show off in a minute. There's a little drinking / sounding horn. When I say, you know, Nordic inspired, kind of Viking-esque. You get several interchangeable hands. There's like here's a little thumbs up hand, some open hands, some pointing hands, and they just pop off. You just pop them off at the ball joint and say, let's say, give them that's the wrong side. Let's give them a pointing hand on this finger. So you can point to the objective. However you want to pose these things on your shelf. You got a lot of options with the included accessories. And then a couple little pegs that help you connect bigger pieces together. Although I don't know if there's anything here that you really want to use these pegs for, but that's an option. Personally, I just like to leave the cape on. I think the cape looks cool. And I think you can even fit that gun holster behind the cape. You can. There's enough room there for it to sit behind the cape, so if you want to have them connected like that. But cool little Space Marine type armor on STURLA there. Is FREKI's partner. See if we can get him to stand up here. There we go. But then FREKI itself is the main attraction here. And he's got, sorry, I forgot to show off he's also got a giant axe that, again, you can put into one of the grippy hands. Actually, this may be one of the things that you could, well, no, there's no real, is there a clip that we could work here? No. There's a clip for the rocket launcher for the vehicle. I thought there might be a way to clip this onto his back, and maybe there is. No. But you can have him hold the axe. Well, you got to stay on the ball joint there, fist. But yeah, so you can have him wield his giant axe. There we go. Now it's done securely, if you want. Battle standard their axe. Anyway, on to the main event here. And like I said, there is this missile launcher, which can be held, again, by a smaller figure. And it also attaches, there's little clips here. You can attach this upside down or sideways if you want. You can clip this on here. And then clip this onto the vehicle on either side, on either one of these clips back here. And then you could have, if you want to have STURLA commanding, you can let go of the grenade here. You could put him on the vehicle, holding on to the clip. You probably don't want the cape, or maybe you want to see if we can get the cape out of the way here. Holding on to the launcher. So he's commanding from, he's kind of holding his axe up high to lead the troops as he rides on the back of FREKI. So you got a lot of options there, with including the smaller character. And then FREKI, we've seen the standard version of FREKI before. He was like a black and teal, almost kind of a Nemesis Prime color scheme on the original release. And here it's in very like a really outstanding transparent blue. I really love this color, and you can see some metallic blue down here on some of the other pieces, which we'll see more of here momentarily. But it rolls freely. It's got gray and some white tampos, but just a really nice looking car. The gold really pops on it. And just like the previous versions, you can unpeg the legs here and bring them down and around. This is going to be the back end of the wolf. Flip the foot around. Similar here, you just kind of untab it, bring it down and around, bring the legs in, bring the feet around so they're facing the right way. And then on the front, untab just this blue part from here. And you're kind of going to do the same thing with the legs. Bring them down, rotate the paw around, and flip them up. Bring it down, untab it. Make sure that stays in place. Untab it from here, bring it down, bring that around. Lift this gold piece up and onto the back. Sometimes the wolf head will pop apart as you're doing this. That's fine. Lift up his ears and kind of fold the exhaust pipes up as a collar. And then back here, flip this piece out. And then there's some thin little pieces here. You can kind of hear them pinking as I get your fingernails underneath it. Flip out the tail. And there is FREKI in full-on wolf mode. Got an opening jaw. The head can turn side to side, which is nice. Can't rotate because it's got a vertical pin there. But then you got fully posable legs and all the different, like shoulder joint, hinge joint here, hinge joint just before the paw, and then a swivel on both front legs, and pretty much the same on the back. A hinge, a ball joint here at the hip, then a hinge, and then another hinge right here, and then a hinge at the paw in there. And then the tail can kind of fold up or down however you want. And again, you can do the same thing. You can attach things, have the smaller guy right, well, he fell off there, but you know what I mean. You might be able to get, so you can just have him stand on riding the wolf. But yeah, really, really cool. And like I said, the blue is just, it really, really pops. It's a very beautiful blue and white on the figure. And just like the previous version, here's one of the things that I haven't even done this yet. Like I've gone through all the modes and figured out everything and stuff. But what I'm about to do, I have not done in person yet. So we're going to see it for the first time together. We'll go ahead and take this, fold this all the way back up, and then you fold the legs pretty much back up to where they were, up and around, down like that, and tab them back in. Same over here. And you can kind of see how when you fold these up and around, make sure the paw comes back around and folds down. You push this up. There's a little tab here that slots into the thing, but then also here on the little ball joint on the hip, you want to push that in. So before you try to rotate these going the other way, you want to make sure you pull them out like that first, so that tab has a freedom of movement to move around. And same on the back legs as well. But before we do that, the front legs, we can go ahead and put those back up into their car mode positions, where we just fold it back up and fold the paw up, and then lift this gold piece up a little bit so it's not sitting on top of any of these darker blue pieces here. And then split the wolf's head in half and bring these panels around, and they'll kind of hinge up above. You want to flip the feet up so they don't get in the way, but bring them up and over the rear legs, and then you'll see there's some tabs here. You want to tab these together in the back. Right up here like this. Make sure they rotate the same and tab together. And then the wolf heads, you fold the ears back, and at the hinge, the lowest hinge here, rotate them around, and you'll see there's a little peg here that's going to peg into the slot. So peg that wolf head on to this side, and then this just kind of comes up like that. Same on this side. Fold that around, except in this case, there's a tab here on the jaw that's going to tab into here. And then just get that tab lined up and tab that in. And then again, fold that up. This gold piece comes down and covers the fist, snaps into place like that. Then you can flip the really cool metallic blue thumb up, open up the 3 fingers, and lift this up. And you've got a very large hand/gauntlet, which if you have any of the other Archecore figures, and I hope you do, because like this really is a fun line. I picked up all the main mechs from the first line release. There's a Centaur Knight. If you ever watched Mystic Force or Magic Ranger in Sentai, the got Wolzord, the way the humanoid mech combined with the horse mech to make a centaur, there's something like that coming out, and it looks really cool. And I'm probably gonna pick that up. You see, you got a wrist swivel here, and then the fingers are all individually posable and can spread out, which is nice. I mean, the thumb as well. But there's no real joint up here. But that's because, again, you have all the other ones. I'm gonna get Frostlight and Wolf Gary and the APB trailer. Frostlight was a big truck. Let's get them in here. You've seen him before. I reviewed these guys a while back, but there he is, all big and burly. But you see one hand's a little small. And just real quick, here he is with the original colors version of well, FREKI, like I said, red eyes, teal on black, very Nemesis primey. And here is the BotCon exclusive version in the transparent blue, which honestly fits a character named Frostlight, I think, a little better. But there's a little sliding gap here, and you just plug this on, or you get it, kind of hook this around his fingers, slide it in here, there we go, and then slide it down and it'll lock into place. He can grab that, and now there's Frostlight with his 2 big hand gauntlets, looking really cool. I'm going to take a moment here to just kind of take this in, because again, I transformed him through all the modes. This is the first time I have seen the crystal version attached to the main mech, and it really looks cool. Again, here is, you've seen it with this one attached, and that's the standard version. And it's kind of a shame that like they're so clearly molded, it's hard to swap the hand parts, because I think it'd be neat to have matching. I'd love to have transparent hands for both of them, but it really does look like, for a character called Frostlight, it looks like now his left arm is now suddenly like charged up with like a special ability, like a frost ability. And while like the standard mode FREKI looks really good and matches a lot of the colors, you see some of the teal and the darker black and darker grays. The blue, even here, like the metallic blue, still has some matching color bits that don't work, that don't align with colors anywhere else on the main smaller wolves. So like it even with the special colorway on the BotCon exclusive, it still looks like it's part of the same robot, which is really cool. It just looks like he's charging up some cool ice power with that fist, and I really, really dig it. So yeah, that's my first impressions of that. I really like how that looks. Like I said, that transparent blue just really, really pops in hand, and I'm glad I got to check that out, because I've been curious about it for a while. But that is the BotCon exclusive. Put little dude down there. Crystal Wolf FREKI and Crystal Armor STURLA from the Archecore line. I think I'm saying that right. A lot of good figures in that line. I don't know if you can get Frostlight right now. I think he's sold out most places. I know some of the wolves and the big armor set for the core robot are available through a few places. But just a really neat line. They've got some new stuff coming out. They showed off some stuff at a convention, an overseas convention, with it, like there looks like they may be doing like more of a medieval castle and dragons type theme, with the same idea of like dragon mechs and knights and mobile artilleries that can combine to form larger mechs, which is just really, really cool. But I'm really happy with this one. And again, you can get it at BotCon.com or Agabus.com. Check those out. Again, BotCon is happening. BotCon 2024 is happening this coming Thursday, June 27th at Fort Wayne, Indiana at the Grand Wayne Center. You can get your tickets again at BotCon.com or Agabus.com and have a chance to pick this up in hand at the convention. And then there's also, if you sign up for a premium package, you'll get a really cool YOLO Park model kit set, which again, that one's probably going to go up first. You've probably already watched that video, but I shot this in a timeline. This is the first video I shot this evening. It's been a long day. Today it's Friday. It is June 21st, and I just found out my friend Joel passed away yesterday at this timeline. At this current time, it was yesterday, but I just found out about it like 3 hours ago, and it's been a little rough of evening, and I'm kind of just, it's nice to kind of be doing something familiar to kind of distract my brain right now. But if you knew Joel Carroll, he was really great. If you ever got one of my business cards at a BotCon or a TFCon, it was his art that was on them. But anyway, this is not about that. I'm just like, I shot this video review first. It's going up second. You've already seen the YOLO Park model kit, so that will come with a premium package if you sign up for one when you attend BotCon 2024, which again is this coming week. You can get more information at BotCon.com. Thanks for watching. We got a lot of cool stuff coming up soon. We got new Bumblebee. We got Transformers 1 Optimus Prime. We've got Ninja Turtle Party Wagon. So Transformer collaboration. So some neat stuff coming up this week after the BotCon videos are up and done. So I hope you all are doing great. I hope you all have a good weekend. Take care of yourselves. Be happy. You know, if you care about people, tell them you care about them before you can't. And reach out to people every now and then, because you never know who just needs to hear from you, and you never know when you won't be able to. So, you know, anyway, I'm not trying to be dour. I'm just, you know, as you get older, it happens, and it's no fun. And on that note, have a great night. Have a great day, wherever you are in the world. I appreciate all of you who watch. Thank you for making this possible and letting me to come to you into your house a little bit and have some time to talk about some cool toys. It helps. Take it easy, guys and girls and everybody else. Everybody, just, you know,